The Carajillo is a pretty simple drink that combines espresso and Licor 43. Often, it's just that, there's nothing more. The drink has had this huge boom and resurgence due to social media and becoming the signature use for Licor 43. I did a longer video on Licor 43 a while back that included many tropical cocktails that I'll leave a link to up here and in this episode's description as well. The Carajillo is often attributed as a Mexican cocktail, which it kind of is, but the origins date back to Spain. It's believed, and I'm not confirming any of this, that Spanish soldiers would add rum to coffee to gain some courage, spelled like this. And that eventually morphed into this, Carajillo. The origin to Spain is most assuredly accurate, with many references to a Carajillo being brandy spiked coffee, sometimes with rum, but the popularity happened more recently when in Mexico, bartenders started mixing espresso with the Spanish Licor 43. They're similar, yet different. The Carajillo can be, and maybe should be, seen as a template for an espresso drink with Licor 43 and maybe even another spirit, a rum, a cognac, maybe even some tequila. But before we get into the different Carajillos that we're going to make today, because we're going to be making 4 of them, today's video has a sponsor. I am too old to lose a day of my life to recovery. I have things to do, I have videos to make, I have children. And this time of year especially, ZBiotics pre-alcohol will help. Pre-alcohol is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. Pre-alcohol produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. Just remember to drink this probiotic before drinking alcohol, drink responsibly, and get a good night's sleep to feel your best tomorrow. From Thanksgiving feast to New Year's Eve celebrations, this holiday season is packed with events, but don't let the festivities leave you feeling less than merry. ZBiotics pre-alcohol probiotic can help you savor the night and seize the next day. Go to zbiotics.com/makeanddrink, and you can also scan the QR code that is right here, and you will get 15% off your very first order when you use the code MakeAndDrink at checkout. You can also sign up for a subscription using my code, so you can stay prepared no matter the time or occasion. ZBiotics is 100% money back guaranteed, so if you're unsatisfied for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. Thank you to ZBiotics for sponsoring this episode and our good times. So I do want to make a total of 4 Carajillos today, including ones with rum, cognac, and tequila. But first, I think it's good to start with the original, and this is an equal parts cocktail. I'm going to start with 1.5 ounces of a fresh yet chilled espresso and 1.5 ounces of Licor 43. All right, and as you pour these drinks, don't worry, it's not going to look like you have a nice foam on it yet. It's like most coffee drinks. You got to give it a little bit of time to set up. So let's try the traditional, which is just equal parts of Licor 43 and espresso. Cheers. I find it to be nicely sweet. It's definitely not on the dry side. It is on, I think that the sweetness level is correct, but it is not a dry cocktail. You're using quite a bit of the liqueur, and it's just the espresso, the liqueur, and then the water from shaking. So you're getting some dilution there, but you're not, you don't have anything else that's cutting down the sweetness. So it's a nice sweetness. It's low ABV, Licor 43. It's just 31% alcohol by volume. So it is, there's not, you can't really tell. You can't really tell. And that's why I think it is refreshing to have this as opposed to something like a espresso martini, where the booze can come through those. This is a little milder. That is a step up from something like Bailey's, but it's good. I mean, this is super popular, has become super popular all over the world for a very good reason. It's delicious. The most important aspect, though, is not even the Licor 43. It's the espresso you use. You want to use a quality espresso that you like. I happen to use my very favorite coffee, and no, they I pay for that coffee. They didn't send it to me. I wish they sent me coffee, but it has chocolatey notes as well as there's some coffees that have like a combination of like natural and the washed coffee process, which provides like a little, it's almost like a funkiness, I would say, like a little bit of like this blueberry funkiness with the milk chocolate. That's my favorite kind of coffee. So that is ultimately going to be one of the most important things, because if you use a coffee that you don't like and you're using an ounce and a half, you're not going to like it. So let's try putting some spirits in here. Let's try making these with rum, cognac, and tequila. And I'm modifying the recipe just slightly, pretty much equal parts here. I'm gonna do 1 ounce of espresso, 1 ounce of liquor 43. Then I am gonna add in 1/4 ounce of a demerara syrup to give a touch more sweetness. And then I'm gonna add 1 ounce of our spirit. The rum in the drink mixer was just an experiment. I'd not made one of these cocktails in the drink mixer before. I wanted to see how the foam turned out. It doesn't have that silky, luxurious foam as the other two, and our first one did. It's more of big bubbles. So that one in the middle is a rum. I can't remember which one's which. I'll figure it out. Let's try over here on the far left, your right. That's delicious. Is that cognac or is that tequila? Surprisingly, the spirit doesn't come through as much as the liquor 43 and some of the demerara, and then obviously the espresso. That's first and foremost. There's some spirit in there. It's hard to pick out which one it is. It's got to be the cognac. It's got to be the cognac. This is funny, interesting. This one is tequila, cognac, and you can tell by I guess knowing I know what they are. You know what they are as well. But if you had a blind taste test here, I don't think you wouldn't like right out the gate, like that's 100% tequila, that's 100% cognac. The flavors of the strong espresso and the liquor 43 come through the most, and I kind of think that's how it should be. I tend to not love too many coffee cocktails because I just love coffee on its own. Cocktails with like brewed coffee tend to often fall flat for me. Like I'd rather just have a cup of coffee or a cocktail. But when you use espresso, you get that intensity of espresso flavor that can hold up to everything else. So you're getting liquor 43, you're getting espresso, and then in the background is the spirit. You could use anything here. I think you could probably use gin and you'd be fine. So it is surprising to get through both of these and, it's picking up subtle differences, but for the most part, it's very, very subdued what the spirit is, very much in the background. And now the rum. All right, the rum comes through more there. I mean, I don't know, maybe that's my training, but really it's a 12-year or Florida Canyas, who knows? It's an age rum. So you're getting the age notes, not necessarily the rum flavor. Hints of rum, but the same thing as before, where I know it's rum, so I can taste through everything else. But you're mainly getting that sort of oakiness, a highlight of the sort of vanilla there. So it's still espresso liquor 43. The demerara syrup, it's not totally needed, but I like just adding a touch, and maybe even less than 1/4 ounce would do fine. It kind of depends on how sweet you like your cocktails and your coffee, but you could get by here without using it and just using the liquor 43 as your sweetener. I still find myself drawn to that original because just the simplicity of it, just like the coffee flavor and the liquor 43, which is like a citrusy vanilla, which it's hard to pick up in this drink. But the vanilla is kind of the main thing, but it's not too much vanilla. So even if you don't like vanilla, it's not like that. But really, I don't think any one of these is like the best one and is necessarily the one that you have to try. There's a part of me that just like does appreciate the cognac. It just goes so well. There's also that history of the first time kind of doing the Carajillo with just doing cognac and espresso, but that's not really why. I just think cognac works very well in these cocktails, but whatever you like. If you like tequila, I mean, if you like mezcal, if you like rum, anything would work in this, and then adjusting the sweetness as needed. It's all about that espresso though. Just make sure you're using super good quality espresso. So that's it for this one. 4 ways to make the Carajillo with Licor 43. All of them super delicious. This is top tier coffee cocktails. I don't want to always hate on it, but you know, espresso martini's got nothing on this. So if you haven't tried this, if you have some Licor 43, if you don't have Licor 43, worth it to get a bottle. Plus that other video, which I already shared, that's tons of other Licor 43 recipes. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like below. Consider subscribing to this channel. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one.